Hello everybody, this is Sally J. Pla here, and I am so excited to learn that my book Invisible Isabel is one of your Bluebonnet picks this year. Yay! So I'm just here to answer a few questions that you may have about Invisible Isabel. The first question is, did I grow up in a large family like Isabel or a small one, and what was that like? Well, Isabel is growing up in a large family. She's kind of lost in a big family of 6 kids that are really noisy and full of havoc and hubbub and hullabaloo, as she describes it. But Isabel is not a fan of havoc or hubbub or hullabaloo. So she likes things quiet and peaceful, and she's kind of lost and invisible in her big family. My own experience was that I grew up in a family with 1 brother and 1 sister. I'm the oldest, and I loved my little sister and babied her so much because she was a lot younger than me. And my brother and I were almost the same age, 13 months apart, so we were almost like twins and did a lot of things together. And he helped me a lot because I was a very shy kid, just like Isabel. And I was lucky that I had a brother that kind of helped pull me along into things that I otherwise probably wouldn't have done. Now, Monica in Invisible Isabel is kind of a bully, and she doesn't seem to like Isabel at school and leaves her out to play with the other girls only, and it's not very nice. And I did have a Monica in my life. Her name was not Monica, but she was a girl that I went to school with from kindergarten all through 6th grade, and I felt very bullied by her. She would do mean things or say mean things or do like very subtle, sly kind of mean things to leave me out that would leave me very confused and bewildered what was going on, because I was not good at reading the other girls' social cues and things, and it made it hard for me. So this is really much based on that. Like, how do you handle a bully like that? You know, it's not the kind of bully that hauls off and punches you or threatens to beat you up or, you know, steals your lunch money. It's the kind of bully that just says sly whispering things here and there and turns people against you for no reason. Otherwise, they've just decided they don't like you, and that's very hard to fight against. But I think the only thing that you can do is be a good person and be yourself. And if they don't want to play with you, find somebody else who does. I think what really saved me is I just turned away from that whole group, and I found a friend in a different venue, a different area. I found a friend that volunteered with me, and we both liked to read, and she became my best friend. And we didn't go to the same schools, but she saved me a lot, and we had a lot of fun together. So I think you just have to, don't let them drag you down to their level, and try not to get too hurt by it, because, you know, hurt people, you know, is not a good thing, and it's really their problem and not yours, and it's nothing about you. It's their problem about them. Yes, there are worry moths. You know how's that expression about how when you feel excited or nervous or anxious that there are butterflies in your stomach? Well, poor Isabel here has butterflies that are so strong, she calls them moths. They're more like dusty old moths floating around in there. And it makes her feel really, really upset. Here's a moth on Isabel. And these illustrations by Tanda Rahil's, they're really wonderful, and they have some moth ones. There's a worry moth compendium in the book. I'm not sure how I came up with that idea. I just always felt like butterflies in my stomach didn't describe it enough. Butterflies are pretty and nice. That's not how it feels when you're anxious. It feels more like your stomach is being like strung out sometimes. And so I wanted to get that idea across. The Fire, the Water, and Maudie McGinn. And yes, these 2 books are very different. This is for maybe a slightly older, this is more slightly younger middle grade, and it in verse. I just wanted there to be a lot of space on the page. Isabel is a very quiet, slow speaker, and I wanted the text to sort of mirror that it's not a big flood of words on the page, it's just a slow pace of describing what her life is like and her thoughts and all. Slow and quiet, just like Isabel. That's such a wonderful question. And I hope all of you are enjoying all these amazing books that you're getting to read this year and thinking about telling your own stories. And it doesn't matter whether they're published in books or not, but I have always found my whole life long, ever since I was in 2nd grade, and a teacher told me that I was a good writer and encouraged me, that writing was the way I could make sense of my feelings, and that sometimes you can write and it helps you figure out what you think, and writing can help you figure out how you feel, and it's a wonderful thing to do. And I just hope you take some time to write what you care about, what's in your heart, what you're passionate about. And that's a totally different kind of writing. That's the best kind of writing, where you can just write your heart out and think of, it helps you put things in perspective. It's just such a wonderful thing to do. And I hope that that's an activity that you'll enjoy. I know we all spend so much time on our screens and we're just like inputting information, but when you sit down to write, whether it's on your laptop or you're in a sketch pad or on paper, like however you do it, you're putting something out from your brain and your heart. And that's really important for us to do. It's great for our brains and it's great for our hearts. So enjoy it, and I hope it enriches you, and I'm wishing you all the best and the happiest reading year this coming year. Thanks so much for taking some time with me today. Bye.